like that be the #1. Read the reviews. There's like 350 perfect 5-star reviews on that. Okay,
look at this.
This is another really cool concept. We love to cook. We love to entertain and travel in the summer. The hardest thing, though, is keeping your food at the temperature it's intended to be at, meaning those hot, creamy dips,
look at the steam coming off the fried chicken.
cold potato salad, right? So this is an insulated bowl that keeps your hot food hot and your cold food cold, no matter where you take it. By the pool, the picnic, the tailgate, the party, the church event, doesn't matter. You're seeing steam, and I'm seeing condensation from
condensation, and look at this.
The food is.
And it's been out for hours. So let's just talk. Look at that. The condensation
that is cool.
It is literally cool. Because we're talking about, let's just talk about cold foods first, because we're in the middle of summer. I want you to think about all the cold foods at the beach, at the park, at soccer practice, at a cookout, at a picnic. Think about it carefully. Ham and cheese sandwiches at the beach. Fruit salads, mayo-laced potato salads, macaroni salads, a ceviche like this. How are you currently taking foods like that with you? Are you putting them in a plastic bag and, I don't know, chucking some ice around? That's not insulated. That's not holding temperature. The hot cold bowl is designed to hold the temperature of your food. So it keeps those cold foods cold for up to 6 hours, meaning those cold foods, especially those ones laced with mayonnaise, etc.
It's like, how risky are we feeling when it's baking in the sun at the picnic?
And what happens is, and if you remember, every chef on earth always has thermometers with them on their chef jacket because the food danger zone, Michelle, is 40 degrees to 140. That's where foodborne bacteria grows. So when you take these summertime favorites out to the park or out to the beach or a ham and cheese sandwich, it's creeping into that danger zone, and that is where you get into trouble. When you put it into an insulated bowl like this, those mayo-laced macaroni salads, potato salads, tuna salads, ham and cheese sandwiches, fruit salads, fish spread, the ceviches, stay cold. They stay out of that danger zone. You can now go to the beach, go to soccer practice, go to that picnic, not worrying about it creeping in and foodborne bacteria growing. But also hot foods, and I want to talk about that. Because you notice as I opened up that fried chicken, there was a waft of steam that came up. It keeps your hot foods hot for up to 4 hours. Okay, listen to that click. That's really keeping it in. Now, we do have some animation of the technology because that insulated technology is designed to hold the temperature of your foods. Hot foods hot for 4 hours, cold foods cold for 6. You will not creep into that food danger zone. And I like it for hot foods because, yes, it keeps it safe, but also think about all those times you came home from work at different times or entertained. Now look at this technology. There's that insulated interior. That's the design that holds temperature. Hot foods hot for 4 hours, cold foods cold for 6 hours.
Because it's got that insulation. And
because it's got that insulation.
Somebody told me that if you take the lid off, you can microwave this.
And I want to show you this. So the insulated interior is designed to go in the microwave. If you want to microwave something, the lid comes off. See that? I press the button, lid off. And now I can put this in the microwave, heat it up, and it will stay hot for 4 hours. And I want you to remember, Michelle, if you're entertaining or if you have people coming home at different times, happens all the time, you're going to make the dinner and keep it hot. And you don't have to dirty up more pots and pans. You don't have to time the meal. Think of holiday time.
Maybe it's a dip and you're bringing it to a party. Or maybe you take this to work. Like you cooked the food or you heated it up at home and you got to bring it somewhere and you're not going to enjoy it for another couple of hours. To keep it super hot or super cold, basically think of it as maintaining the temperature to what it's intended to be for longer for you. This is something that it ships for free. It's $21.95. You can choose between the teal, the red, or the black, and it holds up to 10 cups.
10.5 cups.
That's huge.
I mean, so here's the thing also. I know some people who have bought 2, 3, 4 of these, and they will use them at holiday time and line them up. That's your buffet. Nothing to plug in. So if you're worried about your turkey still cooking or your main dish is still cooking, you're having a dinner party, it's holiday season, you've got the Brussels sprouts, you've got the mashed potatoes, you've got the hot side dishes ready, put them in a hot cold bowl.
Close it.
Close it. Don't worry about it for 4 hours. And now your guests can grab it with their hands. You can land it on the table. You can keep those hot foods hot for 4 hours. And the cold foods, I really stress this, as we're in the middle of a heat wave in summer, you can't take this shrimp ceviche dip to the beach.
No, that'd be the one dish at the potluck I'd avoid.
The fruit salad, the mayo-laced macaroni salads, potato salads. How long can you stay out there in the hot sun? Think about the days at the beach, the picnics, the soccer practices, all that stuff. How are you doing it now? Ham and cheese sandwiches, simple stuff. How are you doing it now? Are you putting it in a plastic bag and then, I don't know, putting on some ice? That's not insulated. So check this out, whether it's your fruit salads or your macaroni and cheese, your coleslaws, all those things. You gotta keep those cold foods cold and prevent them from creeping into the danger zone. 40 to 140, that's where foodborne bacteria grows. All of these things, you can go outside in the hot summer day knowing that technology is insulated.
Look at that.
Now look at the steam of those meatballs. It's gonna stay that steamy hot for 4 hours.
Soup.
Soups, mac and cheese, dips for game day, all those different things. You can land them on the table, the fried chicken, and microwave safe. Remember, that lid comes off, and when it's done, you can put the lid on, and it's gonna stay hot for up to 4 hours. So it's as simple as holding temperature, hot and cold, not just for the enjoyment of your food, but of course,
for the safety.
Food safety. You gotta avoid that danger zone.
I really love your idea too of just the timing of things when you're cooking a big meal. It's like the side dishes are always either done too soon or they're the afterthought and now your main dish is getting cold. This is the kind of thing, you pop it in that, take it out of the pan, put it here, close it and put it away. And then when it's time to eat, you can even serve out of these. They're beautiful. The colors are great.
Absolutely.
And it will maintain its temperature for hours. So that's the teal. We also have this beautiful red. Again, any other kitchen accessories that you have been picking up that are in the same colors, they're gonna match back perfectly for you. Mac and cheese, let's say you do want to heat it up. Just make sure you pop the lid off.
Take the lid off.
Throw it in the microwave and get it really piping hot and then slap that lid on there, keep it insulated, and you're gonna be good to go for hours.
And also remember, everything dishwasher safe.
Good.
Just a simple oatmeal.
Ooh, that smells
if you've got a breakfast buffet that you want to do at home, do the oatmeal. Put your pancakes in here.
Yeah.
And keep those pancakes beautiful and warm and fluffy. Right?
Because you stack them up and you're like, you know what, just eat these because they're gonna be cold soon.
Hello.
And then I don't get to eat because
Fellow
I'm cooking
Pancake
them.
Sunday warriors, which I am one.
Or the waffles.
Or
right?
the scrambled eggs
Quesadillas.
or whatever.
What about that?
Think about
grilled
it.
cheese.
Grilled cheese,
you
all
can
these
stack
things.
Sandwiches in here, no
As
problem.
I'm doing my pancakes at home, 1 or 2 at a time, I'll put them in my hot cold bowl.
Genius.
Everything stays hot, and then the kids come down sleepy on Sunday. There's still steam coming off my pancakes, my oatmeal, my scrambled eggs, my sausages, etc. One of the questions I get really often, Michelle, from home cooks is how do I time everything?
Yeah.
You know, I've got a dinner party coming up for 8 people, or I've got holidays, or whatever's going on. How do I time it, chef? There's tricks for sure.
Yeah.
This is one of them. And if you've got the hot cold bowl, nothing to plug in, you're gonna hold the temperature of your food. Hot food's hot for 4 hours, cold food's cold for 6. And again, nothing to plug in. I do know people who pick up 2, 3, 4 of these for holiday time or if they entertain a lot because they don't have to worry about timing their meal. Now the side dish is in there, ready to go. You can worry about the main entree and it's still gonna be hot.
If you're traveling to someone's party or to an event, if you have 3 or 4 of these and you put them in one of those grocery like canvas totes, we sell some of those as well, and you show up, what always happens when people show up, can I use your oven? I need to put this in the microwave. I gotta make, it's a huge pain, right? And the food isn't how you intended it to be. Now all of your dips and your meatballs and your cheeses and all those great things
Yum, it smells
for
good.
the tailgate or for the party, that chicken smells amazing.
Chicken smells awesome.
Is ready to go. And you've got handles on the side. I love that it closes up nice and tight for you so you don't have to worry about that. It's just a really smart idea.
It's a smart idea.
And I do like, you don't have to plug this in anywhere. You don't have to do anything.
And again, it comes down to that technology that we showed you, that interior, that insulated interior. It is designed to insulate and hold temperatures. So I can feel the side of this little shrimp ceviche. It is still ice cold and it's been out here for hours. You can pack this up and go to the beach, go to soccer practice, go to the pool, etc., and not worry, again, about that food danger zone. I really stress this as a chef in a hot summer season. You can't do these foods, throw them in a bag and go to the beach or wherever you're going. That food is gonna creep into the danger zone and that's where foodborne bacteria grows. So for the fruit salads, especially things with mayonnaise like macaroni salads, coleslaws, etc., seafood, ham and cheese sandwiches, etc., I love, you heard the snap, I love that it keeps that temperature, keeps it cold for 6 hours. That's what you want for food safety and of course for enjoyment. Look, you don't also want to eat hot piping,
Doesn't taste that great.
Shrimp salad, right? Or fruit salad. So it holds the ice cold temperature, which is lovely. And then for the hot foods, remember, keeps your hot foods hot for 4 hours. You don't need to worry and do mental math for timing the meal. This is now for your everyday, but also for entertaining, buffet, etc. The pancakes are just
I mean,
Love
such a smart idea. We were honestly joking in the commercial break. I was like, I don't know how you do these shows where you've got all these things on the stovetop. And he's like, well, it helps if you were a line cook at some point in your past. Okay, most of us were never professional cooks or line cooks, and there's enough stress when you're entertaining with people showing up and is the house look good and kids running around. You want to take some things off that mental plate of yours.
Totally.
This would be a really great thing to have. So lots of reasons you might want to grab it. I'm going to add another one to the reasons: on sale and free shipping. So you've got red, black, or teal to choose from. They're all beautiful. They hold like 10.5 cups. That looks amazing, the mac and cheese.
Look at that.
But what happens when it starts to get cold? It gets like crusty almost, like it all sticks together, kind of gelatinous. You got to keep it warm. You don't want to keep reheating it all the time.
And even if you're talking about leftovers and you want to put it, microwave it, totally microwave safe, and then keep it hot. Put that lid on. Here's the thing also. People come home at different times. I know my daughter has ballet on Thursdays and my son has math on Thursdays and different times. I don't want to reheat things multiple times throughout the day.
You're not wrong.
So you make dinner, put it in the hot cold bowl. It stays, man, I can still feel it. It stays hot for 4 hours. So when my son comes home from math at 6,
you're in the red.
He eats.
You're in the
And when my daughter comes home at 7, okay, she eats. You know, if your spouse comes home at a different time, your dinner's gonna stay hot for up to 4 hours. And remember, the cold foods stay cold for 6. It's a no-brainer, it's a must-have in terms of temperature. And I always say this, think about this. Cooking and food in general is only about 2 things, time and temperature. Think about that. It's always coming down to time and temperature. How long do you prepare it and how long is it out of that temperature danger zone? This is key.
Okay, this is something that if you've been thinking about it, and maybe you held off because originally it was $30 and you had that $5.50 shipping. Now you're saving a total of, what, $15.50 when you add in the free shipping and the $10 off. Perfect time to grab it. Something as simple as your fruit salad. A lot of us want to dine al fresco. It's nice to have a lid as well. Keep it cold, keep the bugs out of it. Put all your nice food out on the patio when you're having the pool parties and get-togethers. You can say fruit salads in the black, potato salads in the red. You guys get it when you want. And they pop it open, it's nice and cold. You don't have to deal with like the big containers with ice in it and it's like sweating all over your table and ruining everything. This is such a simpler way to do it.
And I will say it does look chic. And when you think about it, it's not like that plastic kind of storage container that you kind of plop it in and put on your table. It's a nice way to present, but it keeps the temperature without plugging anything in. Why is that important? Because you don't have to plug it in, meaning you can land it on a little side table by the pool. You can take it to the park. It is awesome. And if it keeps it hot for 4 hours, that's now your buffet station. If it keeps it cold for 6 hours, you are limitless this summer of where you can go and what you can serve and what you can prep. Mayo-laced sides, no problem. Fruits, yes. Seafood, yes. And you're not gonna creep into that danger zone. 40 to 140. That's where the foodborne bacteria grows. That's how you get sick. And you can't go to the beach putting these things, ham and cheese sandwich even, into a plastic bag and saying, I think it'll be fine.
There's been entire like Seinfeld episodes around this kind of thing. It's like, let's not ruin a good time while we're outside because somebody ate something that was out for too long in the sun, right? And it really is important to make sure you're keeping these things at the right temperatures and for the taste value as well.
And for the flavor.
If you spend all your time making that awesome buffalo chicken dip and then you bring it to the party and all the cheese has solidified on top because it's back to room temp, that's no fun. And then nobody gets to really taste how it should taste.
I love what you said, by the way. It's the worst when you go to the party and say, can I use the oven?
Yes.
No.
Or you're waiting at the microwave while everybody else is having a good time, and then your hostess has to help you find the things that you need. Let's simplify it, and honestly, it's a great conversation starter. And it's really unique.
And the capacity is fantastic. 10.5 cups. It's great for every day. It's great for holiday. It's great for whenever. Hot, cold, and think about all the problems you're solving with an insulated bowl like this. You're serving foods at the right temperature. Check. It's food safe. Check. It's portable. It's everything.
I gotta say, we showed you so many amazing things. Chef, thank you so much, my friend.
Always fun, my friend.
Next time we see you, it's gonna be up in PA.
It's gonna be PA next week.
At our new studios at our HSN headquarters. In fact, Suzanne Runyon is coming up next at the new studios up in PA, so stick with her. Now, when we get to midnight, you'll be back with me. I am wearing our brand new Today Special from Joy Mangano. You guys, it is a world premiere. There's so much technology. You're gonna love it, and it's better than a BOGO. So I'll see you at midnight, and Suzanne will